Guys, drink in here. That was horrible.
Pile on!
Oh no! Oh
no! Freddy, why are we here?
St. Patrick's Day. I'm here.
And if you think you're better than me, you're...
I think Brenda and Freddy became drunk.
No answer, and Freddy is right. The theme song hasn't started yet. Let's do it.
The Bible.
Breakfast, Dad.
Okay, so I know you guys wanted to hear the story about the time me and my brother were kidnapped, but it happened on Halloween night, so I thought about putting it off to make a Halloween special, so please don't kill me. Valentine's Day is a good backup, right? Yeah. Oh, Valentine's Day. A day to express your feelings. Senpai will notice me for sure. A day to get them hurt. Why, Senpai? No. A day to realize that your senpai likes your best friend. A day to cry. Okay, so in my life, I haven't been on many dates, but these are my top 5 worst. Coming in at number 5. Well, actually, I've only been on 4. Coming in at number 4. So this was actually my first date ever, and I was like 18 at the time. Not many people asked me out before then, except that one guy who lived in a shed. So this guy was one of my teacher's sons, so it was kind of a blind date. He picked me up and took me to a Red Robin or something, and the whole time it seemed like he was super uncomfortable, like unbearably so. I'm quite a shy person, but even I know how to read into the mood. I kept trying to get him to be engaged in the conversation, and he would just give back one-word answers. Like yes, no, maybe. 30 minutes felt like 30 years with this guy, until somehow the conversation turned to comics and he started on a tangent about the differences between Marvel and DC for about an hour. Once we got home, he tried to kiss me and I literally just ran inside. I never saw him again. Okay, so it wasn't that bad of a date, but I can't stand super shy people, okay? Like, I need someone to laugh with, and I really didn't want to hear any more about comics. I'm sorry. I really am. Coming in at number 3. Double date. This guy took me out on a double date, and while the other couple couldn't keep their hands off each other, like literally, this guy wouldn't even look at me. We went frisbee golfing, and literally I had to beg for his attention. He didn't try to walk next to me, talk, or even acknowledge I was even there. Needless to say, I was so bored. We went back to his apartment afterwards to have dinner despite my reluctancy, but honestly, he was my ride, so what am I supposed to do, like... I had no choice. While he was trying to impress me with his cooking skills, I had a fun time playing COD with his roommates. So I guess it wasn't that bad of a night, but we had a date or 2 after that and it just never went anywhere at all. Number 2. At college, me and some roommates got dressed up and were taking pictures in the woods cause like, I don't know, we're dorks. My mom thought we were like trying to be like Twilight or something. No. I had some homework that night, so I was in the campus library. A guy walked up to me and was doing the whole, do I know you from somewhere? Like, were you in this class? And I was, you know, in my head, I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Stop. But I played along, and we set up a time to meet. On this campus, every Tuesday they had a speaker, you know, talking about various subjects, so I thought, hey, we should go out together and go see a talk or something, and he agreed. He was a little odd though, because every 2 minutes since he got my number, he was like texting me about something. It got annoying pretty fast. I thought girls were the clingy ones. I don't know. This dude couldn't do anything without my approval. He basically wanted me to pick out his entire wardrobe when we went on the date. Like, dude, we were just listening to someone speak. Like, wear a t-shirt. I don't care. He made it to the talk, and the whole time he bugged me, like, super annoying. He was so handsy, like, he wouldn't stop touching me, like, everywhere. He wanted me to zip up his jacket, he wanted me to get him some water, he patted my head like I was some anime girl. I was like, dude, I don't even know you, don't, stop touching me. And needless to say, I didn't have a second date. And coming in at number 1, this is a date? I didn't even know I was going on a date. So one day on Facebook, back in my brony years of like 2012, I met a guy online that went to my high school. I finished high school a year early and I was going to community college at the time. I still had some friends that were doing their senior year, so sometimes I would sneak onto the campus for lunch and visit them. So me and this guy, we both liked My Little Pony, so I thought, hey, sure, we can meet up at the school. I mean, like, why not? He was a little odd. Like, some people you can kind of tell that they're just, socially they're not very good. I don't know how to put it into words, but he seemed okay. He seemed nice though. He started this weird thing though. He would kind of stalk my Facebook page, like literally 2 seconds after I would post something. He would like comment, and he would just be on there all day. And I mean, that's fine. I think he was just trying to be supportive, but it was just a little weird. He just seemed like he was obsessed with me for some reason, and obsession really turns me off because I've had a lot of stalkers and really obsessed guys after me, and it's just never, I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. I'll probably make a video about it sometime, about all the stalkers I've had and all the weird things they've done, but I agreed to watch Big Hero 6 with this guy, you know, thinking like, hey, this is like, we're just gonna hang out, watch a movie. I mean, it's like not like a romantic movie, so why not? I was 18 at the time and he was 15, so having a relationship was like, no. So before the movie, we go out to eat, you know, and we both pay for our own meals, so I think, oh yeah, we're just hanging out, it's all good, like he doesn't have to pay for me, this is not a date. Yeah. We get to the movie and he tells me that he has already seen it, so I feel kind of bad that we're gonna watch it again. He insisted that it was cool if we watched it, so I was like, okay. So we get there and we sit down, and once, I kid you not, literally immediately once the movie started playing, he wrapped his arms around me and gives me a hug. Like, now don't get me wrong, I've had guy friends that did that sometimes, so I didn't really think much about it, but do you mind telling me why he didn't stop for the entire movie? I didn't know what to do. He was my only ride home and I didn't want to hurt his 15-year-old ego, so we literally sat there the whole movie of Big Hero 6 like that. I said nothing once the movie was over. On the way home, he was trying to hold my hand and I gave him like the cold shoulder. I mean, this guy, his mom drove us to the movies, okay? This guy never gave up on me though. He befriended my brother and all the time tried to come over to our house. My brother was a little annoyed because the guy was more interested in me and not him, and he thought that they were friends, and so finally I just had to say that we're just friends, and luckily he stopped. Okay, so I know these dates aren't like super bad like you might have been expecting, but in my opinion they're not good. Maybe someday I'll have like a top 5 best dates, but for now this is all I've got in my sad life. I wanted to make this video a long time ago in like February, but I thought it would be better if I waited until Halloween since it happened on that night. And besides, it would totally make a good special. I was originally going to call this video Halloween Kidnap, but YouTube's bots have been going crazy over my titles lately. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it when people donate blood, so we'll just call this video Surprise Halloween Adoption. Okay, no, I have to give credit to Second Player 2P for that suggestion, so with all that said, here we go. Since we
And say goodbye and see you next gym.